They say some neighbors are just difficult. But mine? She took Karen to a whole new level. When she sued me, claiming part of my yard was actually her land, I thought it was a bad joke. But what happened in court? One single photo turned the entire case upside down. She had no idea that her own arrogance was about to bury her case forever. It started when I moved into my new house, a quiet cul-de-sac where everyone kept to themselves, except Karen. She was the self-proclaimed head of the HOA, always walking around with a clipboard, bossing people about community rules. Cut to scene, Karen yelling about lawn height, trash bins, fences. A few weeks later, I started building a small fence around my backyard, on my property line. But the next morning, Karen showed up screaming that I was stealing HOA land. This area belongs to the community. You can't just claim it as yours. I calmly showed her my property deed. But she refused to look. She said her HOA map was proof enough. Days later, I got a legal notice. Karen was suing me. Sound effect, paper rustling, courtroom ambience fades in. She demanded I remove the fence, pay fines, and compensate her for emotional distress. Everyone in the neighborhood thought I'd lose. Even the HOA backed her up. But what she didn't know was, I had proof. When I bought the house, the county surveyor took official photos of the landlines. And in one of those photos, you could clearly see Karen herself standing in my yard years before the HOA even existed. Cut to scene, zoom in on the photo in court, crowd murmurs. The judge asked, "Mrs. Karen, do you recognize this photo?" She went pale. That's me," she stuttered. The judge leaned forward and said, "Well, looks like you've been trespassing on his property all along." The courtroom burst into laughter. Case dismissed instantly. After that day, Karen avoided me completely. The HOA quietly updated their records, and I enjoyed my backyard in peace. Sometimes, karma doesn't take years, it just needs one perfect photo. Background music swells, inspirational beat. If you ever deal with a power-hungry neighbor, just remember, truth doesn't yell, it shows proof.